joining us now, Gold Star mom, Karen Vaughn. I have known you for many, many years. You are the mother of Aaron Vaughn. He was one of 30 servicemen. He died. He was part of Extortion 17. You've met President Trump. You also, when your son's body was being brought back, you have a story to tell. Was President Trump empathetic to you? Did he show empathy for you?
He was extremely empathetic, Sean. I've not only met him once, I've met him twice. We sat with him. His Gold Star families met with him before the election, and then he also invited our family to the White House for a Gold Star families dinner and ceremony, a ceremony that he plans to continue, I understand, till he brings in a tremendous number of Gold Star families across this country. He is extraordinarily empathetic to the Gold Star family.
What you at the time and the families, this was at the time, happened in Afghanistan in August of 2011, and it was the largest loss of military life in a single day. You and the families then asked President Obama. You said he was welcome to come when the bodies were being received, but you did have a request. The families had a request. What was it?
The request was no press, no pictures, that this was a solemn, very private engagement, and that was agreed upon. And then, unfortunately, what happened is the next morning we found out that he did have a photographer there with him that night, and we didn't think too much about it. But the next morning, the picture of him saluting our son's caskets was plastered all over the media. The White House staff had released that photograph and had dishonored our very simple request to just let this moment be private. Our sons died 7,000 miles away from us, and we just wanted to welcome their bodies home.
So President Obama didn't honor your request, which is a little unbelievable to me. He also didn't call some families, which we discovered too. And then we learned in the case, even his own general, when General Kelly lost his son. I don't want to drag you into the politics of this, but you did meet President Trump. And then you hear that General Kelly wasn't called. And then you see one of the biggest Trump haters attacking the president on this very issue that touches your family so deeply. My question to you is, do you sense this is being politicized, and your reaction to it?
It's definitely being politicized. This is nonsense to even be discussing this, Sean. I know you're frustrated by it. I sense it in your tone, and I appreciate that. This is utter nonsense. When a person calls a family member whose loved one has just died overseas, it is an act of honor. I did not agree with President Obama, his policies, or anything else, but I did respect the fact that he came to Dover to meet our families. So, you just have to respect the extension of grace and mercy and love and respect that's given. And to turn this into a political stump for this congresswoman who seems to me to be desperate for attention is a gross undermining of the loss that's been suffered by this incredible family who I grieve with.
They just jump on board, and they don't put in context how much this congresswoman hates the president. Karen, I've gotten to know you, love you. You're in my thoughts and prayers always. Thank you for being with us.
Love you too, Sean. Thank you.